So picture it. King Herod is in charge. Hold that. That'll come back later. And there's a man named Zechariah. He's a priest and he's married to this wonderful lady named Elizabeth. And they just good folk. But as a couple, they're having like fertility issues, so she doesn't have no kids. And at that time, there was a lot of shame associated with it. So Zechariah is a priest and he's working at the temple, and it's his turn to go and do the incense in the temple. So the incense are burning, the people are outside of the temple worshiping, and he's in there doing his thing. And then boom, the angel of the Lord appears and Zechariah is shook. Now, so here's the thing. When people say angels, they think of these guys, but angels in the Bible, if you look at the description, they look more like this. Like, they're not very attractive. So every time an angel shows up, the first thing they say is like, fear not. So the angel is like, whoa, chill. I'm here to bring you good news. Your prayer has been answered. Your wife Elizabeth, yeah, she's pregnant, and y'all need to name that boy John. Now, see, John is going to basically make the way the Lord. So Zechariah was like, okay, but I'm 1.5 million years old. My wife is old. I'm shooting blanks. How is this going to happen? How do I know what you're saying is the truth? The angel was like, because I'm Gabriel, baby. What do you mean? The Lord sent me down here to give y'all good news, but since you ain't trying to hear what I'm saying, we're going to silence you on that until that baby is born. And then you'll see if I was capping. How about that? Meanwhile, the folks is outside and they was like, yo, it's taking Zechariah a long time to finish with them incense. What's going on in there? When he finally comes out, he's like, people are like, oh, he saw a vision. He told something to his wife, Elizabeth, and she is in seclusion, pregnant and in seclusion for the next 5 months. Hold on to that. Meanwhile, God sends Gabriel to send another message. This time he goes to a 16-year-old girl who's engaged to this man named Joseph. And she's 16, and he appears to her, and he was like, whoa, 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 chill, because I know I look a little scary in the face, but I came to bring you some good news. Surprise, girl, you pregnant with the Messiah. Now name that baby Jesus, the Son of the Most High, and God will give him the throne, and he'll reign forever. So sweet 16-year-old Mary is like, okay, but how that's going to work out? I mean, I'm engaged, but me and Joseph, we ain't hunching, so how this gonna work out? And so the angel was like, okay, well, the Holy Spirit will overcome you, and then all this other stuff, and then, you know, shabam, you're pregnant. Immaculate conception. It's not that hard, girl. Come on. And she's like, okay. And he was like, well, you know, your cousin Elizabeth, you know, the one that's 2 years older than Betty White, she's knocked up. See, with God, anything is possible. And she was like, okay, well, say less then. So Mary goes to see about her cousin, and she walks in, and no sooner than she goes, hey, cuz, did the baby in Elizabeth's stomach start kicking. Months, and in 3 months' time, she heads her tail back to her place. Stay with me. Elizabeth is about to get in Jewish custom. The boys don't get their wiener schnitzeled until the 8th day. And so the 8th day comes, and they're like, oh, we want to name this baby. Oh, you know what? You should name him Zechariah like his daddy. He was like, no, the baby's going to be named John. And so the family's like, we ain't got nobody in our family named John. People is being messy, because sometimes the messy people be your family. Goes over there to Zechariah. Now remember, he's still on lock over there, and they being messy. And they're like, you know, don't you think she should name the baby after you? What you? He's like, he scrolled on a piece of paper and scribbled. So no sooner did he scribble that thing, that his mouth come undone, and now he can speak. So the baby grows up and goes. That child becomes who we know as John the Baptist.